Hello, movie fans. We're the movie family. It's 2021. We're back. We finally have some movies to review. We are, and our dog is back too over here because I can't see him. We're gonna try to make this a quicker review, get to the point of things that we like and don't like, and have you guys give you our opinion of whether or not we like this movie. So the first movie we're going to talk about is Wonder Woman 1984, which came out recently on HBO Max. It is in theaters as well right now, but it is streaming HBO Max. So the Wonder Woman, the original Wonder Woman came out in 2017. This is a sequel, but it's set in 1984. It's basically going through her adventures and what it was like to live in 1984 and what she was doing in 1984 as a superhero. All right, so let's start with our recommendations. Do you guys think people should see it in the theater? Again, presuming that they can and it's COVID safe. Go and stream it if it's available online, or just skip it all together. Ryan, what do you think?
I think now that HBO Max has announced they're going to do all like the movies and stuff, you might as well get HBO Max. But if you have HBO Max, I would say watch it. It's good. I mean, it's good enough. Watch it, but I wouldn't get HBO Max to do it, and I probably wouldn't pay theater price, especially now, to watch this movie. There are things you watch at home.
Rachel?
I'd say stream it. I enjoyed it, and I think it was worth watching.
Yeah, I'd say stream it. If you have HBO Max, I wouldn't buy HBO Max specifically for this, though.
I concur.
Okay. Tommy?
Yeah, if you don't have HBO Max, don't get it for this, because it's not really worth it. But if you're a DC fan, though, and you want to see this movie, then go ahead and watch it.
Okay, so building off of that, what's the brief reason why why that's your recommendation?
It's just, it feels like a made-for-trailer movie, if that makes sense. It feels like everything that you see in the trailer is about what you get in this movie, and not in a good way.
I concur with that.
It just feels there's a lot of problems, and it's very,
I feel like watch it and enjoy it at face value. And because once you start thinking about things more, we found a lot of things that we didn't like about it upon examination. So I think it's enjoy it at face value.
Rachel, now you said you liked it, so what's your reasoning for liking it?
I liked the acting in it. I liked Pedro Pascal in it too. I think he was pretty good.
He was good.
His character. Yeah.
It's like, Ryan, so what do you think?
I would say it's at face value. It's watch it at face value, definitely. The characters and the acting were good, I thought. But technically there are some issues with like the way they shoot things and the way things are kind of set up, and a lot of technical difficulties in the story is. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a fun movie. It is not as good as the first one. I think that is my biggest thing for it. Not as good as the first one. I think it's, again, I like Wonder Woman a lot. I don't dislike Wonder Woman now. I just think that this movie didn't do her any justice. It was more of there were some good characters in it. There was some good acting in it. There was a lot of plot problems. There was a lot of other issues that I had with the movie that I think we all, had some different questions on the movie. If you're just looking for a fun movie to watch, and there's not very many right now, I think it's worth watching. Again, especially if you have HBO Max. You can stream it right now. I wouldn't go to the theater to go do it, especially during the COVID, but even just to spend the money to go to the theater if it wasn't, pandemic time, I would say not worth it. Parental Guidance, I think, is it PG or PG-13?
I'd probably say I think
PG-13.
This is all action movies are.
Yeah, I mean, there really wasn't.
There's not really violence and stuff.
Yeah, there was fighting, but not nothing that you think of like
gore.
No gore, no real violence. That was a big deal.
It's an average PG-13 action movie rating.
Right.
Like a
Superhero.
It's like, a little bit of a love story thing, but again, for very average PG-13, kind of movie for superhero stuff.
Very superhero.
Nothing big, nothing that was super troublesome or anything like that. So your final grades on this movie, we're going to move from a star rating to a grade rating this time. going forward, so that we can give a little bit more nuance into what we can actually want. So, like, you know, the typical grades you get in school. What grades would you guys give this?
3 out of 4.
Star rating is yes, but what about grade? Tommy?
D+.
What? That's a bit harsh. I'd give it a B-. I was thinking C, and then I decided I should give it a B-. It was enjoyable.
Okay.
Say B or B+.
Okay.
So 3 applies to lower grades. I would say just like a flat B, because there were some problems I had with the first one that were fixed in this one, but then this one, was.
I'd give it a B. Probably maybe B-. I mean, I didn't. There was problems with it, but I'm not thinking it's not a horrible movie. We've seen horrible movies.
I've seen horrible. And part of me wants to give it a C, but I feel like it doesn't quite deserve a C.
Give it a C-.
I might give it a C-, but I feel like it almost doesn't deserve that either, because there's so many things that are like, I can excuse the problems.
Just for a scale quickly then, like when you give Santa Claus versus Santa Claus conquers the Martians.
Oh, that doesn't even. I didn't even know.
Where do you rate that one?
That's a totally different.
Bad movie that was supposed to be real.
Compared to Flash Gordon. How good
Flash Gordon at least has some entertainment value in the fact that it's so cheap.
Oh,
it's really cheesy.
It has a lot of entertainment value.
It does have entertainment value, but then there's so many things that when you think about it for just a second, it completely breaks down.
Right.
There's like a charade.
All right, well, you can have, that's your opinion, that's fine. I think, again,
the cracks start
you
to
can
show.
average out the overall grades there that
Anything
way.
past face value, the cracks are just like in your face. It's like this is
again,
it's
I think sounds like we're coming somewhere,
There's
even
good
with Tommy's, grade dragging it down. I think it's, maybe like a B- or a C+. B-.
I think B overall, B-.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the review that we've had. Hopefully it's been a little bit quicker and you get the main sense of whether we liked it or not. We also have the bad joke as usual. Ryan, what's the bad joke of the day?
What do runners eat before an event?
What?
Nothing. They fast.
Okay. Nice. All right. Well, if you like the review, if you like the videos, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye. Fans, we're the movie family. We're back. It's 2021. Thank goodness. We have a couple movies that actually came out to review. The movie that we're going to start with today is we're going to talk about the Romeo, stop.
You get his face stuck on the...
I don't know what he did.
He was like sniffing around the edge of the crate, and so he just got like stuck under kind of the cord.
Okay.